Hi, guys, and hello, ladies. How are you all doing? Uriel, how are you doing? They say, oh, Lord, show they the eye of any girl we do surgery for her body. They say, oh, Lord, show they the eye of any girl we do surgery for her body. Say, I show they the eye, oh, Lord, show they the eye. Ha! We need to talk about this. I was having an argument. Um, no audio. Oh, wow. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Now, Uncle. Still no sound? There's audio now. All show the body of any girl we do surgery. Any girl we do surgery. All show their eye. Haha. Now so person talk, oh, no be me talk am. Oh. First of all, make I greet you now. How are you all doing? If you are watching on TikTok, if you are watching on Instagram, if you're watching on YouTube, Uriel, how are you doing, my darling? Make I bring you. Make I start with Uriel first. Uriel, I don't send you request to more trash this matter today. Or yes or no, true or false? I do not agree. You see, first of all, okay, Uriel is coming in 5 minutes. If you're watching on TikTok, 92 people are watching me on TikTok already. Oh no, hold on. Yes. Hello, Baba. Dolphy, you're coming out buying bear. Sorry, on my car particular, so when they go help me collect and come. Happy man. Once you see, just say you are from me. Hey, today, Baba, I need like 5 PAs, only me. My work too much. Mediate and relax with me. Just send me £2. If you're watching on YouTube, remember I'm only going to be reading your comments if you put super chat or super stickers. So if you want to comment on YouTube, just make sure it's on. Or if you yap me, I will block you. I will not even read your comment with yap, because for me to read your comment, it has to come with super chat. So YouTube people, my first super chat has come in. Big shout out to you. If you're watching on TikTok, how can I have only 300 likes? What kind of business is that? If you're watching on TikTok, yeah, double click the screen, double click the screen, double click the screen. Let me see 10,000 likes. Now, double click the screen. Share the video, double click the screen. All right. Let me see 1,000 likes. Now. 1,000 likes. Now. Yes, my target for today is 100 money guns. Let's make this happen. 100 money guns. Let's make this happen. Remember, big shout out to my number 1, my number 2, and my number 3 gifters. If you're watching on TikTok, yes. I don't learn the boss conductor walk. Keep tapping. Baba, I don't learn this. TikTok. Olorun Obangbo. Now my best social media network now. I don't abandon everybody. Facebook, I hardly even go there. If you see the phone where they use do YouTube, the screen don't crack. But as YouTube don't begin to try now with their super chat. I don't they like them too. Now Facebook I won't abandon now. They don't get sense. Please. You are watching from Facebook to send star with a hard on broke people. TikTok like this, you could just see them, they're just gonna come. How are you doing? Almost somebody sent me $49. I've closed for today. I don't hammer. Somebody just sent me $49 on YouTube. Austin Favor. Let me sound like a Pentecostal pastor. Austin Favor. You go dey find favor. Your pikin go find favor. Your mama go find favor. Wa marry favor. Your nickname go be favor. When you check your bank account, na favor. So I say $50 na be that. Baba na sharp. Oh. We never start work. Baba fuel don't cost. Fuel don't cost. Favor say no loud am, no need. Better guy, I gbadun you. He say for Budweiser this evening, I gbadun you. Friday, oh, I even want to order my suya now. Hey, you go find favor. Adorable, pretty, my darling, how are you doing? Official Arole, Sugar Destiny. Ọmọ yẹn dùn bí sugar. Tó bá la Destiny, o lè ní diabetes. Biti Destiny do day. Someone say if the person is married, let's show their eye. We go talk today. I just want person bring my car papers so my pikin don't go collect them from you understand? I want make sure the pikin enter house back, and I want order my suya. You know, so I go just follow that gist. Hey, Biere, happy birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, my darling. How are you doing today? When I go follow me fight tire, nothing concern me. Rush me. Official Arole, how are you doing? First of all, before I even start today's topic, so all of una when they watch live now, all of una suppose just send me like 50K. So when I tell you say your pastors now Yahoo, all of them they do. All your pastors, 99% of Nigerian pastors, if you ask them waiting be their email, you see they pastors@yahoo.com. Now be their email. Group email. Just send an email to pastors@yahoo.com. All of them go get them. Why? Because all of them they Yahoo. Shey una no see. Bishop Feyi, Ori prophecy, Ologbe Asiwaju, níjọ́ inauguration. Asiwaju wà ní Aso Rock. Bishop Feyi wà lẹ́wọ̀n. Hey, Àgbà, mo ti wà live. Mo ti wà live. Ẹ wo ra yín, ẹ wo everybody. Pastor Toby. Èèyàn ńlá. Tí má ti ṣe tán máa gbá yín láago. Pastor Toby, èèyàn gidi. No Yahoo. Kò sí Yahoo lára ẹ̀. Àfi tó bá fẹ́. The only person wey Pastor Toby dey do Yahoo for na me. If you no pick my call, I say, Pastor, why did you pick my call? I don't report you, give the whole world. Confirm that he does it to me. Pastor, we go quickly flash you. You no one talk, but I just want to make sure, say, you no go talk, say, you no call, you don't flash you. You go try catch the flash because it me go on Yahoo. Even I say, I move flash, man, remove. All right, PT. Bless you, bro. Agbalagba. Please, I want to sing the song I wanted to sing. Pastor Feyi Onivision, Pastor Feyi Toriran. Ologba Asiwaju. Ó ní wọ́n gbé Asiwaju wọn tì mọ́lé o. Ó ní Asiwaju. Ìjọ inauguration. Ó ní wọ́n gbé Asiwaju wọn tì Asiwaju mọ́lé o. Wọ́n tì Asiwaju mọ́lé o. Mina Waila, Bishop Feyi, Bishop Feyi, òun ló tì mọ́lé o. Wọ́n ní Bishop Feyi, wọ́n ló yọ panṣágà ó fi hàn wọ́n. Nǹkan wí ló sọ yẹn o. Hey, Uriel, you are here, my darling sister. How are you doing? Sorry, the Suya people are sending me message. Oh, this Suya guy, where is he? He has sent me account. Copy. Bank. What? No be somebody supposed to pay for the Suya now. What bank? Eh? Someone say now, let's show day here. OP. Oh, sure, Sherry. OP. Beneficiary number. Wow, Sherry. How much is my billing? I'm at Jesuya. 15-2. 15-2. On the account name inquiry unsuccessful. Mudano. Account not working. Check. Come. What are people doing on TikTok? Double click the screen. Let me bring Uriel while I'm paying this my Suya. Somebody say I don't day on Colos. But by anything we like, make you talk me, I don't day. Now only me the bishop where they see road for this Nigeria. The first road where I see, I tell you say, Olo Oniro la pastor, you Oniro, lie. One pastor climbing pulpit. He say APC can never rule again. Never! Heskerebes koros karabara. Rebeste rabata roboto. Pa! APC rule a bit no rule. Now the answer all these Mumu people. Uriel music star. Uriel go that music star go sing for us today first. Today na cruise day. Today we go first sing. Uriel. Hi, see as human being fine.
I just had to put something good. Hi. How are you?
I'm good. Uriel music star. And all we see you do is cook. I want to hear you sing.
And work out.
Yes.
And work out. I don't sing anymore.
No, you have to you have to change it to Uriel cooking star.
I don't. That was like years ago. I don't.
Sing something for us. Anything. Even if it's Amazing Grace.
Cook. I'll beg. I don't sing anymore. I wish I could, but I don't sing anymore.
Okay. Uriel, do you agree that women will do their body, Olosho dey their eye? Be honest. Do you agree? First of all, start with a yes or no, then explain.
I would say, I don't know. You can't do that. You can't make me.
No, Uriel. Listen, we have to do it. Let's be honest.
Okay, I'm gonna say. But what's the definition of Olosho? Because there are different definitions of Olosho. Before I answer that question.
Okay, what is your definition of Olosho? Let me hear from you. What is your definition of Olosho?
Okay, so for me, there are different types of Olosho, okay? And I wouldn't say it is Olosho. I would say, okay, let me say yes first.
Yes! We agree together. Now, I know a lot of women would disagree with me, and there's this whole movement of it's my body, my choice, I do it for me.
Yeah.
We need to start understanding that a peacock has a beautiful tail, and he uses his beautiful tail during the mating season. When animals enhance themselves to look better, it is always to get a mate. Attraction. Now, because we are so material, this is my definition, because we are so material, sometimes a man pays for his wife to get a body so she looks better than his friend's wife. That has also entered the equation. The ego, the show off. I remember I moved into an estate once, and my guy bought DSTV decoder, but he bought DSTV antenna, but he did not have decoder, and he don't have decoder for another 1 year. So I said, why do you buy the antenna first? So when people are passing, they will not say I don't have DSTV. So we are a show and tell people. Now, when you invest between $15,000 and $25,000, depending on the quality of the surgeon and the quality of the hospital and the quality of the aftercare, you can't just there must be some business rationale behind it. Now I understand if you have a really big tummy and it's embarrassing, because there was a girl, I said, all these girls, one girl showed me her body. I swear to God, this girl be like Amwe, my younger brother. As in shapeless.
Yeah.
Her behind be like SpongeBob SquarePants.
Wow.
I'm not joking.
Okay.
The mammary glands, one was longer than the other. Both of them were like slippers. One was longer than the other. Yeah. Both of them were flat like pancake and long. And then inside where the thing no fine, it still no come even join. Baba, when she showed me, I said, you need it. But when you have a normal girl that doesn't have any embarrassing issues, but all of a sudden wants to grow, Olosho dey her eye. My opinion. Now, by Olosho doesn't mean you are standing by the road. By Olosho does, it just means Oloju, come and do. She has the eye of, hi. I don't know how to say it. Okay, define yours. Let me hear from you.
Okay, so, you saying that, if a woman does her body, it's Olosho on her mind. Is she not Olosho? I would say this. I think every woman or every human being wants to look their best. For example, myself, I was a lot bigger. I was a size 16, going to a size 18 before. I lost a lot of weight, okay? And I did this for myself. But I also did this because I felt like I wanted to feel and look more attractive to people. And we live in a society where, unfortunately, people regard you based on how you look. People regard you based on your hair. People regard you based on the size of your bum. People regard you based on the size of your boobs, your height, and everything. So a woman who does plastic surgery, she might not want to be on the roadside, the typical Olosho phrase. She might not want to be on the roadside, but she might want something better for herself, something better for her life. Maybe to have to walk into a room and have deals land on the table, to walk into a room and sign off deals to look and feel more attractive to men. There are a lot of women who have had children, okay? There are a lot of women that have had children and they might not feel as attractive as they felt before they had kids. So a lot of women want to do their bodies because they want to be more attractive to their husband. They don't want their husband looking outside, looking at younger girls or looking at girls with finer bodies. So for me, I wouldn't say, when we're defining Olosho, I would say women want better for themselves. And that's why a lot of women go under the knife. They do the whole BBL or whatever because they want to look better for themselves. They want better opportunities in life. And it's sad, but we live in a society where we are judged by the way we look. We are judged by the skin color. I remember I grew up in the UK and there was a particular phase in time where the only thing that was in fashion, okay, the only girls in high school that was getting boys asking them out, boys, wanting to go to the prom with them, boys wanting to take them out were lighter skinned girls. I was always the last person to get picked. Like when it came to having boyfriends, nobody looked my way because I was dark skinned. So unfortunately, we live in a society where you are judged by your looks. A woman wanting to do her body, yes, they want to look better. They want to feel better. They want to be more sexually appealing to the other sex. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Just let's not use the S word. Sorry, Uriel, let's not use the S word because of Instagram guidelines. These people, they don't mad. They are not well.
Okay. So yeah, and a lot of women use it, do their bodies because they want to get on in life. They want that beautiful car, they want that big house, and if it works for them, it works for them.
But somebody just lost their life. I don't want to use the D word. In the USA, a 33-year-old woman who tried to correct her mama body or whatever it is they call.
And do you know why that happened? Let me tell you. This woman, I follow her. I follow her back to back. She has the nicest personality ever. And do you know why that situation? I looked at her, how she looked before, her body, everything looked okay. But it's the pressure from society. Like I said before, we are judged by how we look. Before you enter a room, most times, before you go in for a job interview, you are already sized up. They already look at you from head to toe. Is her hair Brazilian? Is her hair Vietnamese? What shoe is she wearing? Does she have a nice... Unfortunately, that is how it is. And God rest her soul. Like I said, I follow her back to back, and it's unfortunate. She has 3 beautiful kids, and this is the way it is. This is the society we live in. But for me, I have nothing against people.
But don't you think that if she hadn't done her body, she would still be alive today? It's not even don't you think, it's no argument.
I mean, there's no argument, but at the same time, you don't know the troubles. You don't know what she went through. You don't know if she was going through depression. You don't know if she was happy, if she was not happy. So I can't fight her battle because she's no longer here.
Now, can we talk about something here? I'm sorry, I was paying for my suya. Big shout out to the people who have been sending me super chats and super stickers. Blank Canvas sent me $5. Thank you so much. Nobody has bought my money guns on TikTok. I'm going to close TikTok. Mini Wacko is my number 3 gifter. Big shout out to you. Oh yeah, buy my money guns. Send me money guns right now if you're watching on TikTok. Or I close TikTok and face the other platforms. Okay, so let's talk about this. Don't you think that the world today Sorry, somebody broke something.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, 1 second.
What happened? Okay. Yeah, she was so pretty, man. God rest her soul. It was so sad to see what happened, you know? How can depression lead to body surgery? As you've been depressed, even not having... Anything can lead to depression. Anything can lead to depression. Not even being tall can lead to depression. Being 5'5", and all your friends are even 5'8", they can lead to depression. Anything can lead to depression. There are girls that cannot afford hair. Do you understand? And their mates are buying hair. That can lead to... Anything can lead to depression. You know, depression is not something... Because you're not going through it doesn't mean that somebody else is not going through depression. Everybody's different. You know, so she's had 3 kids. When you have children, your body changes. Your body changes when you have children. I don't have children, but I know your body changes. So if she was depressed, she was depressed. And she did what she felt was right for her to come out of depression, which unfortunately, you know... Exactly. Body shaming is enough. I remember when I was bigger. I know some of you, I don't even know, but I remember when I was bigger than I was, the amount of body shaming I got. The amount, even in school, I used to get called Darth Vader. You know Darth Vader from Star Wars? I used to get called Darth Vader. I used to get called all sorts of different names. Everything can lead to depression. I'm just thanking God I didn't go out there and buy bleaching cream, because almost when you go to all Oyibo school and you're getting bullied because of your skin complexion, hey.
Sorry,
bleaching cream, it was just small time.
Sorry. You were entertaining them. Sorry, they broke something in my sitting room, so it's really sad. It's one of those lovely vases we have, but yeah, so I could hear the shout from up. What happened? Anyway, so let me get back to what I was saying. Yeah, I think
these girls, I hope you're not talking about me, because fam, I'm the wrong one.
No. Let me say this. Yeah, I think, and I experienced it with my kids. I think there is an opening in the emotions of today's children that wasn't present when we were growing up. We all had emotional issues. I had a lot of breakouts on my face when I was a kid. I had so many pimples that one of my friends, one of my former classmates, not my friend, some short rat called Tunde. The guy no talk much for ground. He was like 3'4" or something. He used to call me the pimpled freak. I used to have so many, as in, you can't believe it. I used to have so many pimples. I used to have so much acne. And it bothered me. If I had 30% of the acne I had, or 20% of the, I would have, okay, well, I have a few spots here and there. But my face, all this place, acne, my forehead. So, and sometimes they will get yellow with the pus and all that. And I used to feel bad, and I wanted to look better. If the time I said today my face goes smooth, I no go get one single pimple. I go talk saying I lie. Ask anybody that went to ISI my set.
I will tell you.
So, but you see, the level of emotional awakeness, if I can put it that way, when we were growing up, is not on this level. Then I noticed that if you send your kids abroad, they become more emotionally awake, and it's a handicap. Because when you open certain emotions, you actually have to take care of those emotions.
Yeah.
You understand? When you open those emotions, you have to take care of those emotions. You have to nurse them. There's some emotions I don't feel because I've never opened that door. But you see, like you said now, if you're lighter, you'd get more guys. When I was in school, there were some guys that were good looking and they got all the girls. We all went through that. But when it gets to a point where it starts affecting you and you get depressed, it's a problem. Nobody got depressed when I was young. I don't know anyone who took their lives when I was growing up. I think there was one guy in secondary school, one guy in like 10 years. People who lost their lives because they were driving rough and the car assaulted, or we know those ones.
I would say this, Daddy Freeze. I would say that back then, there were probably people who did take their lives. But because now we live in a social media era, whatever, everything is publicized. Everything is out there. When people take their lives, everything is...
But I need to say this. It's a lot more now than then, because I went to secondary school, and in Ibadan those days, when you go to secondary school, it's not what we do in Nigeria today that there are 20 people in a class. Only my set, we had class 1, A, B, C, D, E. And each of the classes had 50 students.
Yeah.
So only Form 1, 250. Form 2, 250. That's 500.
Yeah.
And you have 6 forms. So you had at least 3,000 people. What we have today in, what I had in my secondary school, some people don't have in private universities. I'm talking about 3,000 students, 2,500 students. You understand? And if throughout my stay in that school, there were no people taking their life stories like we have now, then there is a bit of a rise in that. It's not like people were not depressed then, but they were learning how to deal with it. Right now, there's an inner part of you that has been woken up. And when you wake it up, you can't close it again. That is why in the US or the UK, somebody will wake up and say, I identify as a fridge, or I identify as a white man, or I identify as a girl. because you are allowed to have emotions that on a good day should be inside one chamber of your mind, locked behind key.
I disagree.
Okay.
I disagree with that. I feel like everybody is entitled to be expressive with their emotions. I think back then, when you spoke about growing up, I think children were taught to suck it in. You're a man, you're a man, you're a woman, you no time to cry. It is what it is. I think now, children growing up, they're encouraged to speak more, to be more verbal when it comes to their emotions. Children are encouraged to say, okay, if you feel like wearing a dress, wear a dress and you're a boy. If you feel like doing this,
it's not right, because you see, we have a rise in depression that we didn't have, or maybe we had, but we're dealing with it better. We were dealing with it better those days. Let me tell you something. I was reading divorce statistics. India has the least divorce rates globally because they did not embrace this Western. You see, when a woman goes into a marriage, today she's in love, tomorrow she doesn't feel the love. And there was something I was watching from one guy.
Okay.
He said, if you're a king, you don't make a selfish decision or it will destroy you. You make a decision based on the kingdom. A queen also makes decisions based on the kingdom. A queen will not wake up one day and say she doesn't love the king again and she doesn't want to continue with the marriage, because that's going to wreck the whole kingdom. So the Indians and Africans, of course, I would never tell you to stay in a bad marriage. But why are you breaking up the marriage? For flimsy reasons, or for a major reason that you really cannot live with anymore? Right now in the UK, you can literally break up your marriage even though there's no reason. You still have a right to break up. That's what we're talking about.
Enough. He's not making me breakfast in the morning. She's not making me a cup of tea. I'm out of here.
I'm out of here. You see, but then what does that do to the family unit?
Of course, it destroys the family unit. But if you're not happy, whether your wife is not making you tea, whether your husband is not coming home on time, if it makes you unhappy, then it makes you unhappy, and that is just it.
Now, I want us to talk about happiness.
Happiness.
Yes, let's talk about happiness. What makes you unhappy? I would be happy if I got all the beautiful girls in the world to come and do a striptease for me and dance for me and all that. But I'm not going to get it. And I have to deal with the fact that I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it for one. I'm a preacher of the word of God. I'm not allowed to have such ideals. Two, I'm a happily married man. That's going to mess up my relationship. So when you now start thinking of your happiness, now if you're being abused psychologically, emotionally, or it's a totally different ball game. But when you say you're no longer happy, how the time is because somebody outside is promising something else and you think you have a better deal than what you had before and you want to upgrade. And I've seen women who upgrade simply because they're now making more money than their husbands and they feel they can do better. And then they regret it. Or men leave their good women to chase after whatever it is, and then they later on regret it. You see, we need to move away from this, what really makes me happy, to what would the impact of my happiness be on the society, on my family.
Okay.
So we need to start talking about that, because personally, I don't believe men should cry. I see that as a sign of weakness. Why should you cry? I see it as a sign. You see, the way men were raised, maybe because I watched too many, I followed Rome and Alexander the Great, and Alexander the Great was not going to cry. What's his name? Pharaoh was not going to cry. These are people who ruled the world. These are people who controlled the world. Alexander the Great was not going to come and cry. What's his name? That guy that married, that Roman guy that married Cleopatra. Julius Caesar. They're not gonna. These are men. What we have roaming around are boys in skirts.
Okay, Daddy Freeze, I have to disagree with you.
Women would disagree, but men. My father hated it when his sons cry. 100%. I'm not saying that as a man you're never going to cry. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying don't okay it. It's not okay to cry. You might have gotten in a place one day and you just freaked out and cried. It's okay. It's a one-off. But don't think it's okay to cry as a man. As a man, you're supposed to be strong. You're supposed to be the leader of a pack. Don't let them make you docile. Don't let them domesticate you. What we have roaming around are domesticated men. Very soon, one day.
Not cry. That means a woman cannot ask her husband for money for the household.
Why not? Why not?
Let me say, that statement already, I don't agree with it. Because I believe there are so many things going on right now. Okay, so many things going on right now. When you crying is actually a form of therapy. And if you research it, they actually encourage you as a human being, whether you're a man or woman, whatever, they actually encourage you in order for you to move past whatever you're going through, move past whatever stage you find yourself in. They actually encourage you. Scientists.
Let me tell you something. Hold on. Let's talk about sciences. 30 years ago, I'm just going to say this. The human papilloma virus was discovered, or women started having the human papilloma virus. It's not until about 10 years ago or 15 years ago that they started realizing that it was causing cancer. So you see, science does not have all the answers, especially when it comes to emotions. Yes, we have toxic men and all that, but 90% of men will agree with me that it is not good to cry as a man.
Please, I really don't agree with you. And I feel like I should always, I'm going to say this, if you're a man and you're out there and you feel like a lot of things are not going well for you, you feel like there's so much pressure on you, I'm going to tell you as me, it's okay to cry.
You are a woman. Listen, you cry, hold on. You cry when I don't send you a text in the morning. You cry when I don't show up for a date. You cry when your baby in your belly doesn't kick. You are a woman. You are emotionally wired to cry. Men are not emotionally wired to cry. They are making it look like it's okay. It's not okay.
No, it is okay to cry. A man can be vulnerable. A man can cry and still be the head. I don't understand.
Have you ever seen your dad cry? Did you ever see your dad cry? Sorry, did you ever see your dad cry? Did you ever see your dad cry?
Me?
Yes.
I didn't grow up with my dad, so I didn't grow up with my dad. So my dad passed away before I was.
Oh, okay. Because men, it's not like, you see.
I have 4 brothers who are 6'5", 6'3".
They grew up in the UK. They are not African raised. When you are
African raised, have you seen my brothers? 6'5" boys. They're African raised, but if they need to get it out of their system, who am I to tell them you're a man? If we're okay, stop crying. Who am I?
Abiere said your dad cried a lot. It's not normal, oh. It's not normal, oh. Don't let Oyibo people come and anyway. Let me bring a guy. Where is John? Now, John, I go live for this kind of conversation. Okay. Here's my take, yeah, because I live in Nigeria and I watch the Western world and I watch Nigeria and I observe. Let me use that word better. I observe, and I've noticed that we are inheriting a lot of their emotional defects. A lot of people think the Western society is the opposite of the Nigerian society, meaning the Nigerian society is bad and they're the cure. No, they are the opposite in another dangerous direction, like K-leg and bow-leg. K-leg is not the cure for bow-leg. It is the opposite of bow-leg, but it's another problem. And being over emotional, I had 2 of my kids went to these very expensive Nigerian schools.
Yeah.
As in, we're still dealing with their emotional problems. But my other kids that went to less expensive schools don't have those issues. Now, the school, when you go to these very expensive schools where children of all sorts of people from across the world, oil companies, all come together, they are encouraged to be emotional. Then you see, half the time we are dealing with one emotional issue or the other. The other ones, Baba, if you know pass, they go flog you.
Yeah.
So we see them better able to deal with the world. The other ones, we have to raise them. The the kids that the more emotional kids are a struggle. Listen, the more emotional kids are a struggle. The less emotional kids deal with the world better. They fit in better, they move better, they get things better, they get things done quickly, they need less assistance. They don't come and break down. The other ones will break down once every 3 months. You have to try to get into their head what's going on. No. The other ones too will deal with their emotional problems, but they will still get the job. Those ones, once they break and say, you know what, I don't want to go to school again. They go from one extreme to the other. And I've noticed it in children whose emotions have been opened up. I'll give you an example here. I had two parents. My
Yeah.
mom, my mom was more of the, I believe in you. You can do it. My dad was, if you don't listen to me, you're going to be a failure. In as much as I loved my mom's approach, I realized that I still needed my dad's approach because it is, when I think of my dad and I know that I can't go back to his house, no matter what happens, I know I have to get myself together. I know that I have to go out there and work. Because if you go to my father's house till today, I might be 40 something years old. You go to my father's house, you will live according to his rules. I'd rather live under a bridge than live in my father's house. Of course, I can go visit him for a weekend too. But once it don't reach level of me and you, they stay the same house, go turn war. And I learned that from when I was 20 years old. So I moved out of the house in my early 20s and lived on my own because I couldn't deal with the BS. So, in as much as my father frustrated me and did so many things, I still appreciate them today because it's what made me move. It's what gave me that kick. I'm lucky I had a mom who balanced it with, oh, I believe in you. But if all I had is I believe in you, I'll still be at home till today. I used to say this, if my father had enough money, not too much money, enough money, has a nice car, live in a nice house, can send me abroad, I would be in my father's house till today. What am I looking for outside? But that kick, that drive, that knowing that there's nobody to run back to, I've got to fix myself, I also got it because of that negative reinforcement.
You are a percentage, because there are a lot of people now that might have had that sort of upbringing and had that forceful father figure. But right now, they are the ones going through so much. They are so messed up in their head. So you are a small percentage that has managed to use that to push themselves. There are people that even with that, they still weren't able to.
Some people say Christ wept, Christ cried. It doesn't make it right. Remember, Christ was a prophet. You are not a prophet. Or Christ was the Son of God. You are not the Son of God. Men, in all honesty, I'm going to bring her back. Let me just wait for her network to sort itself out. I believe if you are a man and you have issues, deal with your issues. I'm not saying you should. Daddy Freeze, read super chat. Okay, somebody sent me a super chat. Oh, I'm so sorry. One guy came here to insult me. No, say now one rapture. Once I rapture, every single comment you've ever commented on my page just disappear. I wouldn't exactly say it's a taboo for men to cry. Oh, Pajero, thank you so much. He says, sent me $10. Said, Daddy Freeze, thanks for always being real. I need to be honest. If I see a man cry, no vex, so I go look down on you a little. Top G's don't cry. Anyhow the world wants to define it for you, you need to be a top G. Top G don't cry. You're a top G. Women will tell you it's okay to cry because they understand crying. They understand. Do you have menstrual cramps? You can never understand it. Women understand it. Women understand what it means, like in the middle of the month, to ovulate and then be emotional. Listen, women's hormones are wired to make them cry. Women hormones are wired to make them cry. Ovulation makes them cry. Menstrual cramp makes them cry. Pregnancy makes them. It is their hormones. It's hormonal. They will never understand why you can't cry because they are so quick to it because of their hormones. You don't have estrogen. The next thing now you start to cry. The next thing every month you go look for pad. You go look for tampon. It's human to show emotion. Does not mean you cry. Show emotion. If now they beat you now, it's different. Say you cry. But say you just sit down, everybody frustrates you. Do you understand? And even if you do cry, say once in a while it came out. Don't normalize it. Don't normalize it for your sons. Don't gather your sons and tell them it's okay to cry. You are raising rabbits. Raise lions. Top G's don't cry.
No.
Andrew Tate.
No, I can't agree with what you're saying.
Because you're a woman.
I think you know, you need to understand the society we live in. Okay, I keep going back to the society we live in. There's so many things happening in this society. So many things are working against us. Things, especially in Nigeria, things where it's supposed to work for you, is not working for you. So how can you stay there and say that a man is not supposed to cry, that he's not a true G? Trust me, whether a man cries in front of me or behind me, as a woman who grew up with 4 boys, I have 4 brothers who are men. You have to let it out.
Now, hold on. Alex Effiong made a point. She said,
it results to being violent, being aggressive to your partner, beating your partner. It can result to anything.
Okay, hold on. I will ask you a question today, Uriel. Alice Effiong says her hubby cried when they lost their baby. Does it make him less of a man? Absolutely not. You lose a child or your mother or a sibling, it is allowed to cry. That's a huge loss. Not that you came home one day and saw a man on top of your woman and you start to cry. A year you need that. How you gonna begin cry when you're supposed to bust in head?
You cannot be subjective to crying. You cannot.
No. Listen, we understand for a loss, but you can't come home and see that your woman cheated on you and you start to cry. Uriel, it's what you would do. Listen, Uriel, if I was your boyfriend and I cheated on you, you will cry because women cry. But if you were my girlfriend and you cheated on me,
I'll just put you up and down, come up for roots, come up for house.
Lie. Listen. When you say cry, it's like me, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
If you point me gun or you do something out of the world, I can burst into tears. But you see, when I will not normalize it because that thing is out of the world. Losing a child is something some people will never experience. It's not a normal thing. Breakup is normal.
What about losing a job?
Why should you cry over a job? Why should you cry over a job?
So you can't cry because you're depressed as a man?
I don't understand losing a job.
Wait, so that if you trying to tell me, if you were, not in your relationship, whatever, and you loved this woman, you loved her, you invested everything, you even put her through school, and you come home one day.
As a man, God bless you, Ikiri Lawrence. As a man, you can't just be crying up and down.
You will cry. You will cry. That even if it's not in front of anybody, but inside your open.
Let me tell you, I've cried before. Let me not lie. I have cried before. But I don't feel, when I finish crying, I feel like a fool. Kilo share now, there's so cool. I feel I've lost my top G status for a minute.
What's it be top G again?
Oh no, it's the top G.
Which one is top G? I beg. Listen, I want a man who is emotionally together. If you have to cry to make a relationship okay, because when you cry if you want to, cry everywhere. But I don't want you to hold it in. The next thing I see, you just give me one. No, cry, let everything out. I want a man who is emotional. I don't want to tell you, babe, what's wrong? Are you like,
Just watch. I'm going to bring one more woman. Just watch. I'm going to bring one more woman. She will tell you it's okay to cry. And when I bring a man, he will tell you it's not okay. Just watch.
Okay, no problem. I'll talk to you later.
No, don't go. You are still here. I want you to be here with me and watch. Just watch. You're not going anywhere. I Direct says, thanks for all you do.
Hi.
It's your guy, Captain. Hi, how you doing? So let's hear from you.
I'm good. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, my darling sister. So what is your take?
My take on this is there's a psychology perspective to crying, men crying. And you are right. When it comes to certain situations, it's not necessary to cry as much as it is to find a solution.
Thank you.
And what it takes, sometimes you do have to unwind before you start processing a solution. Give your body the chance to unwind. Some people, it might be watching a comedy. Some people, it might be laughing. Some people, it just might be that cry.
Oh, no. Top G's. You don't know they cry.
I'm with you. Hold on. Because I see it to be that some people feel like their ego comes into it too, and they start to judge themselves after they have cried it out. And that's not really positive as well, because I mean, like, life is beating you down. Life is beating me down. Life is beating everybody else down. But if I finish crying, I will look back, say, oh, I cry, so I don't show emotion. I know I feel I'm. Now only you there your corner. Now only you there your closet. Nobody see you. Don't do it outside. You will feel shy the next day.
I will feel so stupid. As in,
yeah, so carry yourself to your closet.
I will feel so silly with my app. It has happened to me before.
Carry yourself to your closet. When you finish, clean eye, raw powder. But why should there be face the trouble? Why should there be a place? We're talking about men. Why should there be a place for a man or a woman to cry? If you're feeling emotional at that time and you're in a place where you cannot control it, why must you suppress that?
Hold on. Can I answer? Why is it that in a hotel there is male toilet and there is female toilet?
A boy crying in front of people, to me, I see it as a shameful thing. Even me as a woman. No, see, you will not understand. You will not like me. I have a lot of boys. I'm raising boys. It doesn't make them less at all. They are weak. No, but I don't like when a man is crying in front of people. It makes, to me, it makes the man feel like I just feel like you're a child or something.
Excuse me, madam. Can I say something to you? Yeah. I don't know. You're in Nigeria or you abroad?
Yeah, Nigeria.
Okay, you're in Nigeria.
No, I stay in Nigeria.
You stay in Nigeria. Thank you very much, madam. Okay, so I want to say this. I feel like you are a mother. I grew up with 4 boys, okay? And I have 4 brothers, right? You're a mother and you said you're raising boys. I feel like I'm not trying to say the way you raise your children is bad or anything. But I feel for you to say, if you see a male child or see a man cry in front of you, you see them as stupid. That is a bad statement, a very bad statement. Because why are we putting? Let me finish. Why are we putting? A man knows his role, a woman knows her role. But why are we putting labels on emotion? Emotion is something that cannot be controlled. It is from within. So why would you make that statement that if you see a man cry, you see them as stupid? That is the wrong message, especially
You know this crying.
Straight up.
You know, children. When you grow children,
It's not about being stupid. It's not
everybody
about
has
being stupid.
different emotions. You understand? Everybody has different emotions, but from children, when you see a child crying anyhow, you will know this is a child. So you will teach them how to be quiet. Please don't cry outside. Don't misbehave outside. Don't do this outside. You can control your child's emotion. You understand? When they are growing. So if you fail to control them when they are growing, that's when they grow older, any little things can make
They manage their own emotional intelligence. They have to be able to manage their own emotional intelligence.
Yeah, all right. As a parent, you can able to manage your children's emotions. You understand? So when, in order for them, when they grow, they can control it outside. That's what I mean. To me, for a man crying in front of people doesn't make, how will I put it? I won't say sense, or it doesn't make the man a lesser person, but it's not. It's not.
It doesn't.
It doesn't, but it's not really good for a man to be crying outside. Even you as a woman, you don't want people to see you. You want people to see your tears.
As a man, as a woman.
You understand? What type of man they cry from outside? It doesn't make sense.
Hello?
It's not
To me, that's what I feel.
Yes.
It doesn't make the man
Okay, are you inside
It
already?
doesn't make the man a lesser person. So it doesn't make
Okay, let me send you code.
If you are in your closet, you are having your prayer time to your God, saying, "Oh, life is a burden. Life is tough for me at this moment, and it's beating me down. God, help me." You can let out your emotions at the time because you're not facing anyone but your maker.
But can I say something?
Now, after that,
all right,
you are expected to come out and find the solution to that problem. Not just for yourself, but for your family, for whoever is involved in you trying to get that right. That's what I mean. That's emotional.
Can I ask you ladies something?
Now, hold on. I agree with her 100%.
We want to teach our boys to grow up. I have brothers. I do not have a sister.
Yeah, I have a lot of boys. I have sisters, I have brothers. I also have a lot of boys. So when my own husband too, I know sometimes
I grew up with boys. I do not have a sister.
All right, John is here. I would like to bring a man. So, let me remove one of the ladies. Uriel, it's me and you today. You're not going anywhere.
So let me go.
Okay, that's Kate, right?
Yes, Kate.
All right, Kate.
it's not a normal thing.
Go on, sis. You're saying the right thing.
I'm not saying that
to know that emotional intelligence.
I'm not saying make them.
Brian Bassi, thank you for the money gun. Outsider 8, thank you for the money gun. All right, please help me leave so I can bring John.
I just feel like we are not in any place to judge, to say you can cry here, you can cry there. You're not in any position.
No, if you are praying to your God alone.
We're not in a place, but the thing is, we can groom
Got
our
it.
children.
Take care, Daddy Freeze. Take care.
Bye, sis.
Our children. Bye. We can groom our children not to be crying in front of people, especially what Daddy Freeze is saying. That, for example, you see your man, your lady, your woman cheating. You start crying. Cry with it. If you be man, boss the man. If you be man, boss him. If you don't want boss him, then walk away. You understand? If you can't handle that boxing, then you walk away.
Supposed to cry.
Instead of crying, why will you be crying?
What times he cries? What times he cries? If you have been with somebody, let me explain, madam. If you have been with a woman for, let's say, example, 10 years, and you, for example, have children with that woman, and you've invested your life, 10 years of your life with that woman, and you find that that woman has not been faithful to you, you walk into a situation saying. You don't know what that person has invested. You don't know what that person has gone through.
Yes.
You don't know if that man has told you.
All right, guys, there's a lady stuck on my live. Hold on, ladies. There's a lady stuck on my live. So I want to log out and come back with you girls.
Okay.
So Uriel, and we still have to continue with our topic. So so Uriel, don't go anywhere. I'm just gonna log back because the lady is stuck, so I can't bring anybody else. All right, so we're going back. The topic, if you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen, send me the gifts on TikTok if you're watching on TikTok. So I'm going back live, but this time I want to go with fold. Okay. All right, so I'm so sorry, guys. I want to change and see if I can do this via my Samsung. Maybe this would work out better. All right, so we can go right back. If you're watching on TikTok, remember to send me those money guns. Right. So maybe I should bring this down and this up. This goes up here and this goes here. That's perfect. So let's do this. All right, we're back on Instagram. How are you all doing? We're back on Instagram. Okay, we're back on Instagram. So I'm bringing Uriel back. Okay, let me send Uriel. We still haven't touched our topic for today. Okay, so we're going back now. If you're watching on YouTube, remember to, someone said, imagine your president crying. What image does that give to the people? They go finish in life. Say this is the person who want to lead us is crying. What till we go can't do? Our kings don't cry. Top G's in the house. How you doing? Uriel is back. Uriel, I sent you a request. Accept to. And we still have to go back to our original topic. Olosho dey the body of any woman. Somebody say Peter Obi cry for TV. Hey, I don't know. Uriel, send me a request. Send me a request. Uriel is back. Go live, and John is also available. So let's go live with John. Let's go live with John and Uriel. Remy says some can be manipulated with tears. I swear, if you see me crying, just know say I won't manipulate you.
Daddy Freeze, good evening.
How are you doing? How are you doing, John? We looked for you yesterday everywhere. We don't see you.
Oh, Daddy Freeze, these days I was in work.
You see, you have come and you have started something. Okay? Sorry. Oh. You don't reach. Okay, somebody they come meet you now. Sorry, oh. My sweetheart.
May the blessings of the Lord be upon you all. That's another good church.
I just saw an owl. Peeped out of the window and saw an owl. All right, Uriel. Okay. So let's start with the first topic that you met us discussing. John, is it okay for men to cry? We've got John in the house, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching on YouTube, remember I'm only reading comments that are accompanied with super chats and super stickers. John, hey, see us Uriel fine like Mami Water.
I Freeze, you don't see Mami Water before.
I don't see him now. She did my live.
God forbid. God forbid.
Let me tell you something. One guy came to me, said, that my new wife. He said, your wife is a mermaid. I said, that's exactly what I was looking for. It's mermaid, me I define. One foolish pastor. So you have to pray. I say, pray. What do I have to pray? The only prayer I have to do now is thanksgiving. I've been looking for mermaid all my life. I don't finally find them. You can't tell me to make I pray. Make person something, do what I find. You don't think this pastor use me chop. I don't reject them. Anyway, John, what is your take? Is it okay for men to cry for just any reason?
Daddy Freeze, I understand Uriel where she's coming from. In the world of today, where women are designed, women want to take the role of men. They also want men their roles. Men in an African society are depict a warrior. Warriors don't cry. Warriors only cry to God.
Finish. Warriors only cry to God. Finish.
And you only cry to God in the comfort of your bedroom.
What?
Yes.
We see what?
Any man, and you get one guy. There's this guy on Instagram that I was talking to one day, and he started crying. If you see the guy, I expected less from him because he wears earrings like men. He wears cross. Why you not go cry? If you put yourself in a situation where you become a woman, you will cry. A man.
No, John.
Let me tell you a real life story. Yeah? My elder brother was about 13 years old when my mother died in his hands. When they came back from the hospital with my dad, she went into an uncompleted building in our compound and was crying. I and my kid sister, I was about 11 then. My kid sister was about 7 or 6. Walked into him. He quickly cleaned his eyes. This is because he did not want to cry in front of us. I understand. Let me tell you something. One thing you need to understand is that a man is a logical being. A woman is an emotional being.
Straight up.
Women allow their emotions override them. They bring their emotions out, but we think only based on logic. When you see any man who lets his emotion override what he does, then he's not a man, he's a simp. That's what we call them.
So John, do you cry? Have you cried anytime soon? Anytime recently, have you cried?
Only in the comfort of my bedroom.
But you still cry.
That is not the question. The question is, will a man cry in public? Will a man cry in a situation?
Daddy Freeze said, a G does not
cry. He did not say a G does not cry in public. He said that a G does not cry. Then when the two ladies came, they now said cry in public. So 33 said a man should not cry.
That's different.
So if you cry, you're not a G. That's what 33 said.
No, I don't agree.
Okay.
I mean, you made a statement, John. You made a statement. If a man that we live in a society where women
Listen to what somebody said.
to
The price says, me, I dey cry. Oh. Then my mind will also come and cry. No. How can the two of us be crying? It's like we are both ovulating. I don't know, man. I'm sorry, but I see crying as a woman's thing. Women's hormones are wired to tears. I'm not saying something can, we pray that we never see what will really make us cry. But like John has, maybe I oversaid it when I said mine, that men shouldn't cry at all. But I think John has brought perspective. He said, a man should cry to his God. Finish in his private or in his, when he's alone. But you see, and what were we talking about here? We're talking about the overly emotional society that has evolved. And I'm totally against it. When we're growing up, they suppressed our emotions. You're not allowed to say this. You're not allowed to think like this. And it had advantages and disadvantages. Just like Dangote's refinery, someone came on my live yesterday and said, look, whether you like it or not, there's still going to be disadvantages. Pollution. You're not supposed to live near a refinery. And I realized that my house is not really that far from the refinery. So no matter what happens, no matter what you see that might be a good idea, still has its disadvantages. And the overly emotional society that we have raised has caused a lot of pain for people that could have been suppressed before. That is why I don't believe a boy can get up and wear a skirt. What's wrong with you? Maybe an earring, maybe tattoos. But the moment you don't join them, they wear skirts. When nobody say you be Scottish man or they wear that traditional skirt with some Nigerians they wear. Once you don't, they join woman, they wear skirt. I think it is a little bit, you feel like wearing a skirt is too dangerous. You are opening, so a human now no longer has control over his emotions at all. Is that what you're trying to tell me? What if I woke up today and felt like running around in my underwear? There should be something in my head that should control that.
Madam,
suppressing your emotion does not mean it's a good thing.
I think it is. John, what do you think about suppressing emotion?
No.
I want to ask you a question. Let's say a man comes to propose to you.
Yeah.
And comes to propose to you in tears. What would be your perception about that man?
It depends the kind of tears. If he comes to me, it's like, I really love you. That kind of thing. If he's crying like...
Whether if it is tears of joy or tears of flogging, it's not supposed to show that in public.
What?
Yes.
Okay, so you've asked me a question. If a man, my man, who I have an emotional connection to, who I love, who I adore, who I have chosen to give my body to, decides to propose to me with a ring he has bought for God knows how much, and if he decides to shed a tear during his proposal, it does not make him less of a man, 100%. Do you know why? He's sharing his emotion. He's caught in the moment. He's showing his love for me. That is just it. You cannot be subjective to how and what makes a man cry. It is wrong. And then going back to what Daddy Free said, you said that the way men were raised back then, they were taught to suppress their emotions. It's different from the way men are raised now. How many of those men are living with heavy hearts? How many of those men are having high blood pressure, are having heart attacks, are having high BP? Because they've been taught to Judea. How many of them are passing away because of unknown illnesses? Because they chose to suppress their emotion. They chose not to speak.
Madam, suppressing your emotions does not give you high blood pressure.
Who said that? Are you a doctor? I train as a nurse. Are you a doctor?
Your high blood pressure is deposit of cholesterol in your veins.
No, you cannot say what
Madam,
you can't say that. You cannot say that. You cannot say that.
Suppressing your emotions does not give you high blood pressure.
Stress, well, let me correct you there. Stress can lead to so many different things. You can't sit there and say that. It can lead to any sort of thing. Once you start stressing, stress can lead to you being overweight. It can lead to depression. It can lead to so many different types of illnesses.
Madam, stress is not suppressing your emotions.
Okay.
Madam, listen.
I know. I did not say stress is suppressing your emotion. I said stress could lead to so many different illnesses, and that's what I said. I did not say that. I know the difference. I'm not stupid. I'm very, very well inclined up here. What I'm saying to you is, when you are stressed and you're not able to show your emotion, it could lead to so many different types of illnesses. I mentioned, yes, high blood pressure. I mentioned other things. So why would you pick up the only thing that I mentioned that you think is wrong? There are so many different things stress can lead to.
Madam.
All right, guys. Before this leads to a quarrel, let's move on to today's topic.
Lie.
Before
I didn't know.
Before this leads to a quarrel, Before this leads to a quarrel, let us talk about women fixing their bodies. I think Olosho de eye of woman where they fix body. Unless, of course, you see, there are no blanket statements. That's why when I said men can't cry, somebody now said, what about her husband that lost a child? There are no blanket statements. Of course, there are good women who have medical conditions, who want to fix their bodies. I understand when your tummy is too big and you try to trim it down, but the moment you start putting some fat in your derriere, then it is now you wanting to fit into a certain narrative. I saw you do yours, and to be honest, Uriel is a girl I've always thought was fine from afar. So when you started losing the weight, you lost like some of us. I'm like, what's happening?
I didn't do anything. You saw me do what? So let's clarify that. I didn't do anything.
You lost the weight when you started losing the weight because some of us like our bones with some meat. You understand?
I have everything here. I'm compact.
No, you're perfectly okay, and you did it for many reasons. One, it made you look sharper. Big shout out to you. I follow this girl, Be Unique, and I know you're a model on her page. You are one of the hottest models on that page. I have to tell you that for free. I literally had to write her one day. I'll show you. I'll screenshot the chat. I'm like, wow, you got Uriel to do this. So yes, it's good for a woman to look beautiful. It's good for a woman to want to look better, want to improve her look. But getting surgery, as far as I'm concerned, is a little overkill. Especially when there's no real reason for it. It's not like you're so bad looking that people are literally spiting. You're good looking, but then you want to look. And you know what this has caused? All women now look alike. They have the same body and the same hairline. I can't tell one woman from the other. They all wear the same type of wigs, wear the same type of clothes, and have the same type of body. So it is almost impossible to tell one woman from the other. And I feel, and I said I would ask, is it really worth it? Just my thought. And women, where they do this body, make we no lie. Small Olosho dey their eye. Women would argue that they don't do it for the men. I totally disagree. But that's my take. John, or Uriel, what's your take? Let Uriel start first. Ladies first. What's your take? Yeah, hello.
My own is the
Are you inside your
name Olosho is subjective.
My door.
Now, for example, I'm not encouraging
in my house.
I'm not encouraging, and I'm not saying you should do or you should not do. Whatever makes you happy, makes you happy. However you want your body to look, we live in a place where you can buy the perfect body. Fine. Okay. But what I'm saying is, let me give you guys guys a scenario, okay? I'm not encouraging to get a because I've worked hard for my own body. My body is 100% natural. But there might be some women who do their bodies because that is the only way they are able to get out of that circle they're in. Maybe they're not educated enough. Maybe they're not able to get a proper job. Maybe they're the only ones in their family who have gone to who have completed high school or whatever. So for them to do their body is a chance for them to leap over to the next level. Do you understand? So if you define leaping over, let me finish, Mr. Job, please. So when you say Olosho did their eye, it is subjective. Women get their bodies done because they want to progress onto the next level. Some women want to look better for their husband. Some women, but in all, we just want to look better. We want to be appealing to men. And if that makes you a Olosho day or eye, then it is what it is. I want to look better. I didn't get a BBL because naturally I am blessed with a bum. I am naturally blessed with bum and boobs, right?
Are you serious?
I lost weight. So my body
John said he wants to follow you.
Follow me, John. Follow me. Oh. I lost weight so my body can come out well. But I have a bum and I have boobs, right? Why did I lose weight? Because of health reasons. I didn't want to because my mom has gone through whatever she has gone through. I lost because of health reasons. And I also wanted to be appealing. Let me be real with you. I'm in my 30s, right? And at this stage, you're competing with girls in their 20s, right? In their 20s to find a man. So I said to myself, in order for me to get the best I can when it comes to finding a partner, you have to lose weight for your health, and you have to lose weight because you're competing with girls 5 years, 10 years younger than you. So you have to look your best. So whatever you define for Olosho Day or I, that is your own narrative. Everybody wants to look better and do better to other people, point blank. That's my story, and I'm sticking by it. Hi, John.
Now, let me say this. I may be wrong, but 80% of men don't find plastic bodies attractive.
Yeah?
Oh, yes. Unless...
So why are women doing it?
Daddy freeze, please.
Oh, yeah, John, let's hear you.
I don't even know the difference. John, do you know the difference?
Madam, let me tell you, I know the difference. Because most of them have a big butt with tiny legs.
It doesn't rhyme.
Let me tell you something. If you look at most men that go after women with big butts,
Big behinds. Be careful. Let's be careful.
Big behinds, okay. They end up marrying very, very, very normal women. When men go after women with big behinds, they go after them for recreational purposes only. Most times, not all the time, most times. Every preferences, but I'm telling you, most men.
Someone said men prefer them for side chicks, not wife materials. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to drop a message, remember, do it with super chats or super stickers. I'm looking for the super chats or super stickers on YouTube. All right, continue, John.
So I'll say this categorically. The process of surgery is a process that should only be applied when the life is threatened. But who applies surgery for aesthetic purposes is doing it because she wants to make money out of it. And that's the truth.
Okay, so
for example, if a woman is overweight, and at that point she's told, she goes to an obesity center and she's told that your weight could kill you, could buy you, it's okay for that woman to go for a fat extraction surgery. But once you start extracting that fat and start putting it on your bum, you are commercializing it. Let me tell you a story. The last time I was in Lagos, I was in a hotel in Lagos, and I saw one girl. I was with my elder brother, my immediate elder brother. As a girl, my elder brother said, "Oh, boss, see your spec." I walked up to the girl and I was like, "Hi, what's up? How are you?" She was like, "Fine." We got talking. She gave me her number. I called her later on. She told me, I called her later on. I told her, can you come on, let's have a drink. Or let's go out and have dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So, Oga, if you want knack, your money na 450,000. I said, Madam, I've not said that yet. What do you mean by a money na 450,000? I said, this body way you see, you don't know say I do. This is money, you don't know say money I used to have. So we are the ones in the war front. We are the ones that see these people. You might not be seeing it because you're a lady, but we are the ones that see them all the time, and we know the responses we get.
But not all women who get their bodies done do it because of they want to make. Because you somebody said that a woman that has her body done, men only use them for side chicks. There are women, lots of women who are married and successful. I can't even name them because I don't want wahala, right? They are married and they do it because they want to look good for their husband. So it's not
now, Uriel, let me take you up on that. Don't you think that married women, sorry, John, don't you think that married women that do their bodies for their husbands is because they're trying to compete with their husband's side chicks who are in their 20s and naturally endowed? They've had 4 kids, they've eaten a bun, they like to eat the big piece of chicken, and they like meat, and they like all the good things in life, and then all of a sudden they now realize that the husband is not looking at them. He is going outside for recreational purposes. But you need to understand this here. Men have a type of woman they recreate with. In as much as you see, you will always come back to the same: men should not cheat. Man, a man can love his wife. That thing Two-Face said that day is 100% correct. A man can love his wife, but the wife cannot fit his entertainment purposes. Let me tell you something. Woman we don't born 4 children, we know they fit. If you tell her, say, make she slide down, lift her leg, she go begin to do. Baba, it no easy. It no easy. How many women can bend down and receive the anointing from the back? So, but you see, all these Unilag girls, hold on, all these university students, Baba, they're flexible. They run up and down stairs. Do you understand? They fetch water. So a man in his 50s, I was talking to a friend of mine today. My friend said he jogs 10 kilometers every day. That kind of man, if you know they're flexible, you know if he enjoy you. So he go say back you bend, you go bend small, you go mess. He say, Baba, you forget it. So they try to catch up, but you see, you can never be like fresh blood. I've been there before. Same thing with women. Women will say young men in their 20s, the way they can fire. A man in his 50s cannot fire. Understood and agreed. But a man, now when you have a woman at home, hold on. Imagine I marry this Uriel. Uriel is manager of a bank. You understand? She goes out all day, works hard, comes home tired, has to check the kids. So by the time she now finally enters my room, if I say let's do like dog, the way she go even take a look, me say, show Yahweh Reni. Please. But then that my Unilag babe is texting me, say, I'm done. Oh, I finished my last lecture. Can I come over? You understand? So you women would always want to compete with their husband side chicks, but to be honest, you can't fit into the role of the side chick. I don't have side chicks, but I know a man.
Even talking about side chicks, like it's even like it's like your husband must have a side chick. Why are we even saying
90% of Nigerian males, all your politicians, all your top G's in Nigeria have side chicks.
Not my man.
Because you are still young now, born 4 children as if it will be easy to keep him.
Even if I born 4 children, even if I'm in my 50s, I'm physically strong. I go to the gym 5 times a week. So it's not about age. A woman's capability to perform.
Now, you also need to understand that once a woman starts going towards 50, as she approaches menopause, it begins to decline. Baba still ready, especially Baba we get money. And let me tell you, poverty is a problem. Man we go no get money in something no they stand. But you will just collect 1 billion. You just sign the deal, 1 billion just day your lap. Baba, one of the first things that's gonna come to your mind is let me rent a suit and let me just fire away.
But it freeze. You can't. Can I say something I don't agree with you on?
Yes.
You said something and I don't agree. You cannot say that women are doing their bodies to compete with their husband's side chick. That is a lie. A woman might do her body because she wants to do it for her own self. It's not about her husband having a side chick. Some women don't even know if their husbands have side chicks anyway. They're doing it because they want to be more attractive to themselves. It's their own emotion. Do you understand? So age, let me also say this. Age has no factor to a woman being able to perform. A woman can be in her 30s, 40s, 50s and still have the capacity to perform well. It's not about age. If you're a woman and you go to the gym, you eat healthy. There are some women in their 50s. There's a lady in her 50s that goes to my gym, right? This woman, you would not believe she's 55. You will not believe she's 55. So it's not about age. There are some girls in their 20s. They come to my gym and they're like, Uriel, how do you lift that weight? How did you get your body like that? So it's not about age. It's about you and your determination to be better in your body. That is it.
Madam.
Yes, sir.
Now, I don't agree with you under the freeze on this issue.
Okay.
Women who are married
Sir.
with a body,
Okay.
not to commit side chicks. Neither do they, because they want to, because of their self-conviction. They do it because they want to compete with girls, with other men outside. You think it's only men that cheat? Women also cheat. They want to be in the market so that men will be stopping and taking their numbers and taking them to hotels and blasting them and making them happy. So all na the Olosho work. A woman who works in a bank,
yes, sir,
in a target to bring 50 billion in 1 month, will go and do her body so that if she walks into that man's office, the man will sign quick and give her.
I said that before. Yeah.
That is, even if she's married now, still Olosho that the priest they talk about. Olosho is not only single women that do Olosho. Married women still do Olosho.
But it's not called Olosho. You can't say a woman that is married and gets her body done, and she gets her body done because she wants to feel good and get that contract. It does not mean she's going to do the with the person. It does not mean. It just means if she looks presentable, she might sign up that 100 million whatever deal.
Madam, now let me tell you something. Anything that the man that does because he is looking at the way a woman's body is, the man, me personally, if I like your body and you come to me based on that body for something, madam, I must taste before I do that, whether you like it or not.
That's you.
And it's me, and it's like 70% of men. Let's call a spade a spade.
I agree. But then it's left for that woman
majority
and her mindset, her morals to say, okay, my body has gotten me this far. It happens, I know. My body has gotten me this far. But there are ways, let me be honest with you, right? There are ways you can still get money and move wherever you're going to without having to with a man. And let me tell you, all right? I'm going to share something quick. I have been in a position where I went out somewhere, right? And somebody just saw me and just liked me. And this is when I first moved to Nigeria. And just said, this girl, you look really nice. Where are you from? I said, I'm from the UK. I'm trying to do music. He said, okay, apart from music, what else do you want to do? I said, well, I'm into hair. I'm into wigs. Okay, so what are you doing about it? I said, well, I don't really have money. I just moved from the UK. Wallahi, I'm not lying to you. That day, that person wrote me a check. And wrote me a check, I think it was like 3M there, wrote me a check and told me he just likes me as a person, whether you believe it or not, right? right?
No, madam,
Wrote me a check for 3M for me to open a business. So there's a way you can carry yourself, and there's a way. Wait, Mr. John, let me finish. There's a way you can carry yourself, and there's a way you can explain and talk and present yourself to a man that is business minded. That man might not want to you.
Madam,
Do you understand? So it's not every woman that has this image that wants to with a man. There's a way you carry yourself for a man to say, you know what, I'm going to invest in this woman. She has more to her. Not all men, but some men.
Madam, in the streets, what we call that thing.
Yes, I said it.
In the streets, what we call that thing is mobilization fee.
He
gave you that
mobilization fee. If you're watching on TikTok, buy my money guns. Mobilization fee. I need my mobilization fee now. In fact, all of you, stop. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen, tap the screen. If you're watching on TikTok, where are my money guns? Who's my number one gifter? Special shout out to my number one gifter on TikTok, my number one, my number two, and my number three gifters. Oh yeah, where are you people on TikTok? And you are watching on YouTube. You are just sitting down, fat, relaxed. Tomorrow now they say you need surgery. You will not need surgery if you buy my money gun. Oh yeah. Let me see those super chats on TikTok, on YouTube. Let me see those super chats on YouTube. Is it easy to be hearing from John and Uriel together? Mobilization fee, Neo. Oh yeah, mobilization fee. If you're watching, there are 1,400 people watching on Instagram. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, go to YouTube or go to Facebook, all of you watching on Instagram, go to Facebook, search for Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE. Scroll down to today's video on Facebook. You will see how to buy stars. Just click on the video, scroll down, you see how to buy stars. Oh yeah, go to Facebook, all of you. I need to see the first 3,000 stars. Who's going to get them from you? Oh yeah. Mobilization fee, Neo. Mobilization fee on TikTok. Well, na day, I go close TikTok or the battery don't go load. Next night, you no go see yourself again. Mobilization fee, somebody said just because he liked you as a person, 3 million K. Are you trying to tell me Uriel is not telling the truth? Keep quiet there. My mobilization fee. Where is my mobilization fee? I want to hail people.
Straight up.
Daddy Freeze.
Me, if you know me, you follow me. I call a spade a spade. 3 million.
Daddy Freeze. I should find like this.
And I didn't do that.
I don't get money. I feel mobilized 500K.
You feel mobilized Uriel 500K?
500K. As I don't get money, I feel mobilized 500K. So men do it all the time. When in Port Harcourt, living in Port Harcourt, I've seen guys that see women in the club with a guy. The is like $500. Go give them. What that man did is mobilization fee. What he tried to do is he's trying to tell you that where it is coming from, there is plenty. All these 3 million first. Make your mind there.
Make your mind rest.
We call it in Port Harcourt, we call it mobilization fee, mobilizer.
And you know the funny thing is,
make una mobilize me, I didn't hear. Make una mobilize me,
Please, I can't. Let me not talk. My man didn't say I shouldn't talk.
Say now, talk.
I know what to say. Sorry, let me keep my mouth shut.
All right. I'm gonna bring Simply Vic for a quick minute because I don't like having 3 guys and 1 girl. It's not balanced. So I want to bring a girl also. But Simply Vic, he said he wanted to say something. So Simply Vic, I'm gonna bring you on for 5 minutes. Let's hear you. Then I need to remove you to bring Remy or any other lady that's available. Remy, send me a request if you're available. I'm still waiting for my mobilization fee. I'm the one. Yes, that's my number one gifter on TikTok, guys. Follow I'm the one on TikTok. Amazing stuff. All right, Vic. So what is your take?
Hello, brother. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, bro.
From the UK. Hello, how you doing? Hey, John, how you doing? Hello, Uriel.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, this topic is very interesting. John, I'm sensing that you are too calm tonight. What's going on? You need to give them fire for fire. You are too calm. I don't like it.
What people don't understand with me is I match it. If you come to me in a calm way, I match that energy. If you come to me in a way, I'll match that energy. Any energy you bring, I'll match it.
So I'm just gonna pick on most of the things you guys have spoken about. I want to agree with Daddy Freeze to an extent that people, a lot of women, not all women obviously, a lot of women that do plastic surgery, they do it because one, they have low self-esteem. Two, it's all for the clouds, to like it's all about packaging to look good, like Uriel also said, to look good for their business. Maybe they're a model or whatever. It's just appealing. Three, to stay relevant, because don't forget, you cannot really sustain plastic surgery. Because one day you'll be 40, one day you'll be 50, one day you'll be 60. So how many more plastic surgeries are you going to do? Before the wrinkles and all that start to set in. So those are the things that
wrinkles don't start at 40, please. No. Me, I'm in my 30s,
No, I'm giving an example. I said one day you'll be 40, one day you'll be 50, one day you'll be 60. So it goes on and on and on before the wrinkles start to set in.
Okay.
So I'm trying to make a point. Yeah. So, but of course, they don't think about that. They only think, I'm going to be like 25 forever. And the downside is people tend to want to take shortcuts. Like you just talked about going to the gym 5 times a week. How many women will go to the gym 5 times a week or even once a week? So shortcuts, plastic surgery, they look at the option. Should I go to Los Angeles or go to Turkey to get my teeth fixed or to get this done because it's cheaper and all that? So we see all those things, but why do they do it? They don't do it because I love my body, I like myself. No, they do it because first and foremost, it's appealing. We men are moved by what we see. Let's be honest, okay? Whether you're a married woman or you're single, we are moved by what we see, and no woman wants to agree. If you ask every woman today, can you rate yourself? They will give themselves, I'm a 10, I'm a 10, I'm a 10. And we all know those that are 10, and we know those that are 2. You get it?
Okay, Chukwu Ike just sent me mobilization fee from Canada. Okay, Chukwu Ike. Thank you. Mobilization fee. TikTok people, where's my mobilization fee? Stinjos. You think I can, in 5 minutes, if I don't see my mobilization fee, I off TikTok? Facebook, 5 minutes. I don't see mobilization fee, I off Facebook. Let me just know that I'm going to be live today on YouTube and Instagram. They are the ones delivering. Oh yeah. Go to YouTube, go to Facebook, search for Daddy Freeze. Scroll down to today's video. Click on the video. Bottom left-hand corner, you see how to mobilize. Oh yeah, mobilization fee. Now John teach me. I don't learn one new one today. Mobilization that mobilize.
Out of 10. I am 10 out of 10 in my own head. I don't need validation from you, please. You think I'm one of those girls that you come and start putting 7 out of 10, 5 out of 10? It's okay.
No, Uriel. You are.
I don't spend anybody.
Uriel, to be honest, though, if you were to allow me, for me, Uriel, you are between an 8 or a 9. No jokes, not because you are here. You are an 8 or a 9, depending on. But you see, we know. Let me tell you, why did Be Unique use you as her model? Why are you one of the most featured models on her page? More women fool everywhere. Why she not carry them go use as model? Because you are, Baba, if I see clothes for your body, I go and buy her for my wife. Because you are hot. You are an 8 to a 10. A woman that is a 3, whether you like it or not, some of the women are 3, some are even 2. And it shows. Let them write to Be Unique. Let them say, Be Unique, use me to do advert. We will come see what thing will happen.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Thank you, Daddy Freeze. Thank you so much.
Please, Uriel, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Can we logically assign a 10 to a woman that has done a plastic surgery or to a woman that is all natural?
You're too smart.
Nayan!
Okay. Mr. John, do you want to comment?
Gotcha.
Mr. John, do you want to comment?
No, John, don't comment. Uriel, comment. You're thinking about it. See, it's hard.
Okay, I will say this. If I saw a natural girl and I saw a girl that has had her body done, I would always rate the natural girl. And the natural girl had a nice body, I would always rate the natural girl higher because it's harder to look after a natural body. I know what I go through. I go to the gym 5 days a week and weight lift. It's hard. So like 33 said, I'm modeling for Be Unique, right? And it's not because I let my body go. I'm in my 30s. I had to work for my body. So I would always rate a natural girl higher than a girl that's on a BBL. No matter how perfect the BBL is, but a natural body, fam, come on.
Okay, I'll take that. I also want to tackle, I know somebody said something about body shaming. I also wanted to tackle it from the man's perspective and from the woman's perspective. If, let's say, for example, I'm 6'1", I'm okay looking, I'm in my 40s, I'm doing okay. So I want to consider myself as an okay guy. I'm not perfect, but I'm not down there either. If a friend of mine comes to my house, for example, and he's on the chubby side, as a friend, man to man, I can literally just tell him, oh boy, you don't be fat. And he will not take offense. He will hit the gym the next day. He will not tell me I'm body shaming and all that. How come women cannot take criticism positive?
God bless you all.
Because you women, if I ask you now, who's your kind of guy? You give me a long list.
God bless you.
You must have this, you must have that. But when I say I don't want a woman that is too short, you tell me, oh, you are a misogynist. You are doing ageism. We give it a lot of adjectives these days. My head is spinning. How come women cannot take criticism positively?
And it's the same with men.
Oh,
so
we do. We shame ourselves every day so that we can be better. Yeah, because if we don't, you will not see. Uriel, if 10 guys line up and you're asked to choose, I am sure I can bet it 10 out of 10. You will choose probably the guy that makes more money than you. You will choose the guy that actually looks better looking than the entire 10. Am I right or am I right?
Well,
no, let's be honest.
Yeah,
No cap.
A guy who looks good to me, yes. Whether if you're lining up a guy, I don't know what the guy is doing. Do you understand? I don't know how much he has in his bank. So
I'm just talking now, like hypothetically now. Let's say you know all their bank accounts. You're going to choose a guy that obviously earns more than you do, or earns more than everybody.
No.
You give her very easy. Let's ask her, what are your preferences in a man? Not lining them up.
What do you look for in a man anyway in 2023? What's your ideal guy?
Now,
every woman will tell you she wants someone who is rich.
Wait, John, wait. Leo, don't let us put words in her mouth. She can speak for herself.
Now, I'm going to speak some sort of grammar that I might not even understand. But I want a man who is emotionally inclined. And let me explain that. I'm not going back to the crying stuff. When a man is emotionally inclined, okay, there are certain things a man would not do to that woman. There's a way that man will carry that woman, even if the woman makes more money than a man. There are men who cannot and will not take it if their women make more money than them. And if their women make more money than them, they start to antagonize that woman, push that woman down. So I want a man that is emotionally inclined to who he is. So it's not about...
a man that has emotional intelligence.
Let me land. It's not, I have dated guys that don't have... I mean, they're okay. They're not billionaires. For me, money is not everything. I would rather be with a guy that is okay and a guy that treats me well, a guy that's able to buy me one or two things, a guy that I'm also able to buy one or two things. I have 4 brothers. So I wouldn't advise my brother to be with a girl that is constantly spending money on. It's unfair. So I wouldn't pick a man because of money. I want to pick you because how you treat me, how you make me feel. I could date a guy that's a billionaire and I don't get to see you. So I'm a very emotional woman. I need physical touch. I need to feel wanted. So it's not like, okay, you have money, you're a billionaire. You stand young and you say, baby, take where they go. No, I need you to be there. So it's not about being rich. I want a guy that's okay. Can afford to go on holiday and do what we can build. We can build, we can put our heads, I'm a businesswoman, put our heads together and do something. Not that I want to date a broke guy. No, I don't want to date a broke guy.
Now, my second question is, let's say you now find this guy that is okay, that treats you right. Maybe when you met him, 6 feet tall, in shape, goes to the gym. After the wedding, what you ladies do most times, after the wedding, he starts to gain weight. Then he becomes plumby. he starts to Messiana and all that. He still treats you right, but he has lost all those attributes you found in him. Would you still be attracted to him?
Have you seen my page? Have you seen? I cannot be with a man who does not keep fit. Because if you're living with me, you see, go to my page, you see the type of food I cook. There is no way you say that tonight we're going to go and do takeaway or we're going to go and eat burgers. No, once in a while. But if you're living with me, honey, you're going to be fit. In your 60s, you're going to be fit. I'm going to make sure my husband is fit at 60, 70 because, honey, I still want to be getting it at that age.
Then 100%.
I want to look at my husband at 60 and be like, damn.
This is your mentality is not common anymore. Would you agree?
I grew up in the UK. I was born and raised in the UK. Maybe so. So I'm more aware of when it comes to health. But I cannot marry a man and I watch my husband let himself go. No,
This
not gonna happen.
Conversation is not about you. This conversation is about.
No, she's speaking her truth. She's speaking her experience.
My boyfriend, whatever. I'm not married.
We're talking about women in general. One exception does not make the rule.
Yeah, it does not make the rule. Yeah, that's why I said she's 1 in a million. Because women don't think this way anymore.
90% of women will go straight up tell you, I want the man who is rich, I want the man who is tall, I want the man who is this. Sometimes I actually ask them, go to this ocean, big sand, and mold your own man. Because what you want is not on the market. You want everything in one man. You want all these qualities.
You know the funniest thing, John? Let me add something to what you just said. That kind of man or men like that, they are literally about 1%. So every woman wants to probably date the same man, but it's impossible.
But every woman is every woman.
Men cast for Lagos, so men cast for Lagos.
Simply
even in this UK, good men are very scarce.
Only about 5% of the men in Lake Ifeswan are like almost all the girls there.
And it's like a recycle.
It's like a recycle. Yes. So we all know these things, but this is not about an individual. It's about a vast majority. Whenever we say things, we're not saying that all the population is bad. We're saying that the vast majority of the population is bad. That's where we infer. That's where we think.
But men bring it on themselves. Men bring it on themselves.
No, men don't.
You men are the reason. When a woman sees a man that has money or whatever, majority of men that have money, like this man, Diego, they have big stomach. Maybe they are in their 50s. They're able to cater for a certain lifestyle. So when you see a woman that says, yes, I want a rich guy, she doesn't care too much about the looks. A lot of women don't care too much about the looks anymore because the guys that are spending, they're not really attracted to them.
Okay, I will agree with you there, and I will use a yardstick. Have you seen when you go to clubs these days, the VIP section? There's just one guy there or two guys popping the bottles, but how many women do you see around them? About 13.
15.
15. Because they know that is where the money is. You get what I mean? So it's a mindset. People rather do these surgeries to look physically good, but they forget literally their behavior, their character is like as down as anything. Instead of working on that to be better people, to be more responsible, to be up and doing, to be smart, they will rather do the physical because they know that everybody, because of it, don't let us kid ourselves. If I see a lady today, the first thing you see is, oh, does she have nice mammalia glands? Does she have good gluteus maximus and minimus? Stuff like that. So that's what you're going to look at first. Before you get to now say, when she says hello, then you know if she's Raz or she's posh.
Hey, but whether she's Raz or posh, you men, you men don't even care. So don't say whether she's right.
No.
Some of us care. We do care. Of course
we care. Her attitude will tell if it's just going to be for a night or 2 nights.
Yeah, like you said, some people are recreational purpose only.
Yeah, but some people are for recreational purpose.
You don't have to even remember their first name.
Only. Some people, when you bring them, you call your friends to come and enjoy with you.
It's a lie.
Why did you?
Why
did you like this?
It's a lie.
Okay. Forget Nigeria. Forget Nigeria.
blow your mind. Make a blow your mind. I have a friend. Yeah? I have a friend. He owns companies around the world. He has an office in Rwanda. That's my friend. Anytime when they go to Kigali, he go call me, tell me, say, Paddy man, I don't book flights for you from Dubai. Come Kigali. He prefers it when he sees something and the men there around, they follow and they enjoy. Those women are for recreational purposes alone. Wow. Alone. Nothing else.
But don't you feel bad sharing, like calling your, like, don't they feel bad?
Uriel, don't even go there. Uriel, don't go there. Do you know what? I've noticed. Let's you. Wait, John, chill. When you talk about feeling bad, let me paint a scenario. Let me use all these celebrities, American celebrities that we all like. Have you noticed that, especially in Hollywood, whether the music or the movie industry, they tend to date the same kind of superstars? Yeah. Like, you can count how many people, for example, Kim has been with until she was married by Kanye. Kanye still wiped her. Wow. You can tell how many men Amber Ross have been with, babies everywhere, not just her. Very few of, okay, like for example, I'll give an example. Jennifer Lopez used to date Ben Affleck 20-something years ago. They were engaged, they separated. Then she moved to Puff Daddy. She married Mark Anthony, had twins. She divorced him, then came back to Ben Affleck. They are all in the same industry.
Yeah.
It's called round tripping. In crude oil, in oil, it's called round tripping. Removing the subsidy.
That's just an example. One person, J-Lo, one person. And that's the way they all are. I can name example Angelina Jolie, check her life, and Billy Bob Thornton, Brad Pitt. Who else again was there? Ooh, Nicole Kidman.
You are saying who again was there like she's a country?
You get what I mean? So this thing is not shameful anymore. It's like, there was a time girls were having babies at the same time. Oh, when are you due? It was like a thing. In this UK.
Someone said recycling.
It was like a thing. Oh, when are you having your baby? I'm having mine in September. Yours is in October. Oh, we got pregnant at the same time. It was a thing. So everything has its time. Women, we have to go back to, I'm not saying we should be old school, but there's no more value as the value is gone. What will make me be ashamed?
I agree that there's a lot of morals have been lost.
There's no morals anymore because in Africa now we are using the Americanized or the Europeanized yardstick to live our lives. But just check, luckily, thank God you grew up in the UK. I live in the UK, I've been here for years. Look at the lives. Even by their laws, that's why a guy said recently that the UK laws are weak because at 16 you can start to have coitus at 16 in the UK, but you cannot vote until you are 18. How does that even make sense? You can't buy alcohol until you are 18, but you can start having coitus at 16. They will gladly give you condoms.
All right. While you're waiting for that, a big shout out to House of Gold. House of Gold just got me 2 money guns. Brian Bassi, 1 money gun. Outsider 8, 1 money gun. And Tamara Owen. Big shout out to my girl. Haven't seen you in a while. Tamara Owen is not Nigerian, but she loves coming to my live. Big shout out to her. She got me 1 money gun. It's a Friday. I like to see a happy Friday. It's been a while since I got a sports car or a space shuttle. Can I get some of those? Can I get a sports car or a space shuttle? My TikTok family, I love you people. Double click the screen. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Follow my number 1 gifter, follow my number 2, and follow my number 3. This boss conductor walk is very sweet. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm still looking out for my super chats and my super stickers. Now, I want us to say something here. A lot of men in Nigeria, of course in the UK this has been on for a while, know that they're sharing their wives. Many men know that their wives, for instance, if your wife is PA to a politician, the likelihood that the politician go dey chop inside is high. If your wife is
98.5%.
98.5, if your wife is a secretary or a PA to a top exec in oil and gas or banking or politics, just know, say if the oga kpatakpata no dey chop, one of the boys dead, one of the top boys there dey chop.
You can't say that, Daddy Free. You can't say that.
Vic, do you agree or do you disagree?
You can't rule it out either. You can't.
I'm telling you.
It's not impossible.
Madam,
But you
madam, let
can't
me
say
tell you.
it. How do you know?
let me
Like,
tell you.
how are you making up? How are you? How is it the fact?
There might not be a fact, it might not be a statistical fact, but it's not unlikely either. Why is it? It's not impossible, is it?
Please give me a moment, madam. It really depends on how the boss sees things. Some of them are very moral beings, and they feel that they don't want to bring such things to their place of work. But some of them are not. Some of them are bingos, especially in a country, Nigeria, where there are no work ethics.
There are bingos.
For example, where I used to work, I worked with an American multinational. I don't want to call the name of this multinational, but I have a friend who later joined the multinational. He's from the north, and we got close because I speak Hausa also. He told me that the day he came for his interview, that he was having because normally the interviews they keep them in a hotel and they have some kind of experience chats with them. So top executives have those chats with them. He said he was in his room and he was having headache. He went to the pharmacy to buy Panadol, and he saw two very elderly men buying condom, and one of them was saying, "I will carry that one with that other one." Then they were sharing the girls last year. They were sharing gala. So when he went for the interview the next day, he saw these two men were the ones interviewing him. He figured out that it was the same girls that came for the interview they were sharing.
Now, somebody says, hold on. Somebody says, Daddy Freeze, that's a wrong assertion, please. Let me work with statistics. Hold on. Let me work with statistics. Nigerian married women are some of the, I think they came second when it comes to cheating in marriage. Statistics now.
Yes, second after Jamaica.
After Jamaica. Now, when it comes to paternity fraud is separate from cheating. Promiscuity, we came second or first actually. I have the statistics on my page. I released it. So already
on paternity fraud.
Now, if you talk to the doctors on the island, and if they're willing to divulge, you would realize that the percentage of people living with HIV/AIDS, especially married couples on the island, is alarming. So I have three statistics here: paternity fraud, promiscuity, and HIV. Already, so mathematically speaking, the likelihood is already established mathematically. Let us now talk about what obtains in this industry. Just let me give you an example. My live now has 1,690 people. The only person here that can understand this kind of what I'm about to say now is Uriel. If you are in this industry, you have access to the kind of people that John and Simply Vic might not have access to in a year. I'll have access to them in a week. I can also measure up statistics from there. As I'm talking to you, you'll be amazed that somebody from a bank is chatting me up right now that's what happens in her bank. You'll be amazed another person come from another company. So if you look at the statistics, and also know that Nigerians are morally loose in general. We just go to church to pray on Sunday. By Monday, we are back to the devils. We are. And we also know that these men
belong to the streets.
I worked in a government parastatal before. It was like a knack fest. Our bosses were knacking our female bosses, the male, as in and then they were knacking our mates. And then the female bosses were jealous of our mates and fighting them and sacking them. So I can't come. And I also remember that I worked in a radio station. In the radio station, Baba, I know just one talk plenty. We know as all of us be for that. So when we can imagine radio presenters and their orgas we no get money, can't imagine bank MDs, can't imagine oil people that literally can throw $50,000 at you. People that can take, you know what? I'm taking you to Abuja, and they're not telling you to book an Air Peace flight. They are telling you to go and wait at the hangar for them. Their plane is there. The pilot is warming it. They will give you a type of life that you are not used to. And these men love to F. So with all that is around us, and we know, which country was it where educational minister give in a deputy Bele, a contact in a mistake, and
either Congo or Togo.
Congo or Togo. It just happened like 2 weeks ago, and they said it's there. So this intra-office benching is very, very high. So,
but the difference, you know what high in Nigeria? Because we don't have a strong law against sexual harassment.
Yes.
That where a boss can actually put a bait on a lady and say, if you don't do this, you won't get this. Or a lady can put a boss can put a bait on a subordinate that if you can't get this. And at that point she won't have any other option, or he won't have any other option to climb up the ladder. So I think personally it's because we don't have strong laws against sexual harassment. Like in countries like the US,
just say S harassment. May they know.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Where I could even look at my colleague in a certain way, or speak to her in a certain, or even comment about her dressing in a certain way, and it's as harassment. Do you understand? Yeah. So in Nigeria, that law don't exist. It does not exist. Do you understand? Because I know, I when I was working, I know of a manager that was caught knocking someone in the restroom early in the morning. They came to work very early. He was knocking another junior colleague in the office. The manager, they don't do anything, that the junior colleague they fire. Okay. So we don't have strong against S harassment. So that's why it's very, very predominant in Nigeria.
And because of the lack of these laws, and also, John, because of the lack of punitive measures taken against husbands who cheat in Nigeria. Abroad, if you cheat on your wife, you are going to lose your house. Something bad is going to happen to you. Nigeria, you go call their family, they go beg, they go tell you, say, now so men they do. You understand what I'm telling you? So Nigeria breeds ordinakas, nakademos and pliers. It by default, the average Nigerian man believes, like me now, I feel look Uriel and Remy, say these two girls, they belong to me. There is that ownership of women. It comes default to all of us. When I was growing up, maybe because my dad was polygamous, I never saw anything wrong in having a string of girlfriends. I never saw anything. And if my girlfriend then, if I caught her with a man, Baba na war. So we also need to understand that society has programmed us to believe that women are our property. Mm-hmm. It's part of the programming, and it how do I put it? That's why a manager can go to the office and believe that he can. It doesn't forget manager. Most girls that were beautiful in our local universities, I mean UI, Ife, most of them slept with lecturers. Or, Papa, you are in your final year, the only course that is left for you to pass, lecturer says open your leg. Who do you want to go and call? The HOD that will tell you to open your leg, so you open your leg for the HOD and the lecturer. Do you understand? I know some lecturers then. Sometimes there was, I don't want to go into details, but I've had to go and call other lecturers from our department to come and beg. See me, they don't arrange my babe. Not me to come and fight, but not beg. Pray, help me beg. Okay. As in, and that begging be say, if the guy no agree, if he fail me, fail the babe.
Fail the babe.
So the babes that didn't have people like me to go and beg on their behalf, how were they graduating? Because that lecturer would just tell you, say, you lost all your marks. And there was no disciplinary committee those days, because the disciplinary committee is filled with all the knackers. So they will bring your matter there. So a good percentage of girls that graduated from UI, Ife, Ilorin, Lautech, Osu, a lot of them were sampled by their lecturers, especially you where no book. And then you know one pay for school. Then some girls, now they take graduate too. Some went to the school knowing that if I give this lecturer, I give this lecturer, I give this lecturer, we graduate.
And that difference also to add to that, some of the girls end up dating very bad boys in school to protect them from those lecturers. Because the only thing those lecturers fear are those men.
Yes.
Are those men where they carry tools. So on how you begin date one, that one will send a strong warning to all those lecturers. Because when I was in second year, get one lecturer where they leave auto for Nyash. So it happens. So at the end of the day, let's call a spade a spade. We in our country we don't have punitive laws against harassment, and it's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. It's absolutely wrong. You go a lady can walk into your office with a subordinate. She wants, okay, sir, I've met this criteria, I've met this criteria for promotion. When am I going to take my exams for promotion? The man can tell her there's one exam you've not taken. Meet me in Novotel for the final exam. It happens. And the lady will not have any HR to report to. The lady will not have any HR to report to. These things are killing us, and it's very right. It's wrong. It's wrong in the sense that it also puts the men at a disadvantage because we don't have this thing to give. So those that have this thing to give will be climbing above the men. And the men will be there sitting down like zombies as if they are not doing anything, as if they're not putting in their best. It's wrong in every ramification. So when we're saying this, it is something that's in our system, it's in our country. That is what it is. If you understand the problem, you can solve it. If you identify a problem, you can solve it.
Absolutely, 100%. Absolutely. 150%. Let's hear Remy. Remy's just joined. She hasn't said anything. Remy, over to you as we round off. Uriel, thank you for giving me your whole evening. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Should I go now?
Do you want to go?
Okay, I'm here.
5 minutes. Remy's done.
Hi, John. Hi, Daddy, please.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you, Daddy, please.
So, okay, let's hear from you. What is your take?
My take on what exactly, Daddy Freeze, because you guys have said a lot, so I don't even...
Everything. Just say something on anything. It's fine. I just saw your request. I said, I've not seen you in a while. Let me accept you.
But first of all, can I just say something? John, when you're calm, you are quite good looking. You are. And it is surprising. And everybody has been saying, loads and loads of wonderful things about you in the comment section. Just to let you know.
Aww.
Yeah, nice to see you like this.
Wait, John, are you normally not like this?
Ah!
No.
John, I
Are you
don't.
aggressive?
Wait, ask me, why?
Are you aggressive?
Why people asking for me? 9.5 out of 10 times, I match energies that are given to me. My name is John, and the Bible says that right from the time of John the Baptist, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and only the violent by force. So normally, when we're having a conversation, and you want to give me that energy, that energy, by default, the madness in me comes out. But when we're having this simple conversation, and you don't throw tantrums or throw insults, I will have a civil conversation with you. Okay. But if you told me anybody, I am wired based on the principles of physics. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. If you insult me, I will insult you back.
Nice.
But if you come to a conversation like we're having, we'll have a civil conversation. Nobody has monopoly of madness. Nobody has monopoly of madness. This is what we need to understand as human beings.
Wow.
Treat people the way you want them to treat you. You can't treat me wrongly, and when I treat you wrongly, start crying foul. No.
Yeah.
Why don't you be the bigger person and not even treat me wrongly? Rather than treating me wrongly and asking me to be the bigger person. That's how
I think you're a nice person. I'm just the first time I'm meeting you, I just think you have a very nice countenance. So everybody's saying that you're not normally like this. I'm just shocked. You come up nice.
Because most of them feel that when a message is being passed on, they try to ask the messenger and not the message.
Okay.
The message is different from the messenger. People have opinions. People have the right to air their views about things. If you don't like it, it is simple. Instagram has made it very easy for you. Go to the block button, click block.
Block.
Rest. You're following me up and down everywhere, but you hate me, you don't like me. Why? My block is up one time.
They will comment on your post that you don't like it.
Anyway, guys, it's been so lovely hanging out with you. John, in as much as you account me, I didn't really enjoy you today because I did bad in your bars dudes. I did bad in the way they scatter everywhere. Their father. Things where they fear to say. So that they no go, because I did cost them back. But sometimes I didn't look, say if I talk this one, John go come, go talk him. Go they waka on, they go talk, they go. Everybody go boil. Listen, there's no day I come that there's a controversial topic that people don't say, where's John? Where's John? John, I think 2 days ago, what was the topic again? We're talking about this abroad marriages. We'll do another one tomorrow. Everybody was like, where's John? Where's John? Where's John? You know, so don't mind all these women that want you to be. We love your big bass bows, John. Scatter everywhere, John.
Yeah, I want to see that side of you, John.
Bottle on his head, John.
Yeah,
Don't mind them. Don't mind them.
Don't listen to all these women. No. Let me tell you, it is this same women that will not come if everywhere is boring. Can I see 1,500 people, 1,600 throughout? Baba, when the show is boring, you will see 120 people. They'll be looking like this. They'll be using you and be cooking. But when the show is hot, let me tell you, people are there begging me, Daddy Freeze, please bring me on. Daddy Freeze, I want to come. I want to say something. Some will now start calling my direct phone. Daddy Freeze, I want to. Why are you calling my phone? If I think your opinion is valuable enough, I will bring you live. So, John, thank you very much. Big shout out to everybody who sent me money guns on TikTok. Shout out to House of Gold who sent me 6 money guns. And Tamara Owen, thank you so much. House of Gold, you are a man. John T says, Daddy Freeze, block me or unblock me on Instagram. It's been 6 years now. Send me 10 money guns and I'll unblock you now. 10 money guns. Let me see those money guns. Sharp, 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 sharp. I go unblock you. That's your punishment. For 6 years now, I don't block you. Wait till me name again. John Jolly T. Jolly T. 10 money guns. Start sending them now. I unblock you now. Also, a big shout out to everybody who bought my what do they call them? Super chats. Nobody bought my stars on Facebook. Unbelievable. But well, I had quite a lot of people on YouTube, and the last person was Anayo who sent me £2. Thank you so much. Quite a lot came in on YouTube today. I appreciate you guys. They say John the Narcologist. John, they don't give you another name here. Thank you guys so much for joining my live. Thank you, Uriel, for looking beautiful always. Thank you, Remy. And of course, big shout out to you, John. Look forward to featuring you on another Bass Boost session.
Bye, We love the new John. Bye. Woo. Bye, guys. Bye.